Hello mates, hope you're doing great on your side. But today we would do an awesome painting and rock and roll. Of course I'll have those colors running down below and I'll have a description of everything as well. And I am a Brandon Thomas certified instructor, so I'll be using the Brandon Thomas painting line, the brush line. What I have here is 16 by 20 inch canvas. It is a black canvas as you can see, and I went ahead and put some clear medium on it. And with that, let's go ahead and rock and roll. I think today we'll start out with the 1-inch brush. So if you got your 1-inch brush, touche. Let's go ahead and rock out with that brush out. I'm going to start with some of the titanium white. I'm going to go ahead and load that up. And I might have a little bit of a glare issue here, so hopefully everything will come out on your end, okay? So into a little bit of the white, I'm going to go right into my Ultramarine Blue here, get a nice color, and let's go ahead and start rocking and rolling. When we do this, I'm just going to go ahead and just going like this with the blue. Nothing special. I apologize if there's going to be a glare. I'll try my best to work with the light. Every time I do these black canvases, I just have issues with the glares. But we got some nice color. Okay, let's go ahead and just get a little bit more. Just a little bit more. There we go. And I'm just going like this and moving around. Just like this and moving. No rhyme or reason, just wherever. And I'm just going to lift up real soft. I'm just grabbing from here up, okay? Let's go ahead, use that number 10 palette knife. We'll go ahead and mix up some colors. So I'm going to use a little bit of this blue, a little bit of the blue, and some of my black, and some of my green. Okay, so a little blue, a little black, a little green, and just mix that up nicely. And remember, I'm using the Gamblin 1980 colors for my oil paint here. I'm going to go ahead and clean that knife. I'm going to grab myself a number 3 fan brush. Let's go ahead and just load that up nicely. And let's go ahead and make some trees. Okay, when you do this, we're going to go ahead and just going to touch. See, if you just touch, you'll make this, look, you just touch it, it makes that nice little arm shape, okay, for like a pine tree or a fir tree, evergreen, and you're just going to do that. Use the dark here on the side, and then work your way out. Just on down, right about there, okay? Go ahead and load up some more. So the blue here that we put in is just little peaks, you know, through the trees. This is going to be some pretty dense trees. And then once again, just like that. And it'll probably be easier if you go up, because remember, all your darks down here at the bottom and all your lights up top. So, and you're just going to go like this. I'm just going to fill in and do all this other stuff, and it makes all these wonderful things, as you can tell, okay? Same thing, just load it up. Same thing here. There we go. You know, if you're following along, awesome. I really want to thank you so much. Thanks so much for taking the time to subscribe and view and everything. There's billions of people on this planet. I only have a couple hundred of you that actually check me out. So I really want to thank you so very much. It means a lot. It really does. You know, all you folks over there in Europe, I love you guys. In Asia, talented, love you guys as well. Love everybody from all over the place, man. There we go. Remember, with art, you know, you get universal love. It's the only true language of love. I swear, everybody loves art. Everybody loves art. Okay. And there you go. Just all the way down. Wee, all the way down. All the way down. There you go. There we go. And I'm gonna go ahead and just tap in just a little extra something there and there. I think that's about good right there. Let me go ahead and put this down. I'm gonna go ahead and just mix up a little bit of color. I use my palette knife. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this white, put it there, and a touch of this Sienna. It's that burnt Sienna or Sienna, some people call it. Maybe a touch of that umber in there just to darken it up a little bit. There we go. Clean that knife. Let me grab I'll just grab a liner brush, go into it nice and dry. No medium, no oil on this, no thinner, dry paint, dry brush, and you're just going to come in and put in some trunks like so, okay? If you have trouble, you can always go straight down. You can get some like that as well, okay? Maybe you can get a second branch going there, something like so. Here we go. And maybe something like that. There we go. Remember, most of this will get covered up. We're going to highlight this, so no worries, okay? But it gives you something there, okay? You go ahead and clean this. Just using some paint thinner. Anytime I do my painting, I use my paint thinner. When I'm done, I have other stuff. Believe it or not, baby wipes. When you're done with your painting, when you get done washing your brushes, use your baby wipes. It will definitely help you out. All right, hope you're feeling good. Got an awesome painting going. I know it's a little dark right now. Hopefully we'll brighten this up, and hopefully I can get rid of this nice little glare that's sitting right there, man. But let's go ahead and get a nice little color here. So we're gonna use some yellow. Let me scrape some right here. I'll put it right there. Maybe a little bit more. And I'm gonna go with a touch of my Mars Black. It's gonna make it a nice olivey type of color here. I think that's good right there. Let me go ahead and pull that out. And I'm going to use a number 3 fan brush. Go ahead and load that up. There we go. And I might thin this out with just a touch, just a touch of my paint thinner. Just a little drip. Just a little drip. I want it to stay this color green. If I add the white medium, it's going to taint the color, okay? And let's go ahead and highlight. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll start right here. And just like you did it, you're just going to tap, okay? All I'm doing is tap, tap, tap to the right, tap, 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 tap to the left, tap, tap, tap to the right, okay? But don't push it. If you push it, you're going to smear. So that's why you want it a little bit thin, and then you can do your thing. So we'll go ahead over here. And that's the same thing, just like that. And you get that lovely thing, okay? And I'm going to start over here as well. And I'll grab a little bit more paint here. There we go. There you go. Make sure you leave the dark here at the bottom, okay? Got to have some separation in there, okay? And then the same thing over here. And maybe right here. There we go. And then over here as well. And same thing. There we go. Not too bad. All right, with our 2-inch brush, I'm gonna go into a little bit of my white here, like so, and I'm gonna go into my yellow ochre. So some white and some yellow ochre. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna start right about here. Right about here. And I'm just gonna start to push, go like this and pull it down. A little bit more white, go into my yellow ochre here, and same thing. Yeah, maybe something like so. There we go. And I'm gonna go across. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow ochre, just straight ochre at this point right here. I'm gonna go maybe just a tad bit more right here. Straight down, and then we'll go across. Let me get that hair. Give me 1 second here. Get this guy. All right. There you go. Everything's rocking and rolling. But you know what? I really like my trees. I wonder what Mini Bob, little Mini Bob, will say about it. Let's see what you got to say on the subject.
Anything we don't like, we'll turn it into a happy little tree or something. Because as you know, we don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents.
Happy accidents, good man. Good sir. Appreciate that. I love that little man. All right, so like little Bob said, little happy accidents, right? Let's go ahead. I want to make a little beach area, so I'm going to go ahead and use my burnt umber here. Yeah, I'm going to start working in this beach area right here. There we go, just like that. There we go. There we go. Just like that. There's a nice little beach area here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this brush off a little bit. Let's go into my white. Okay, and let's go ahead and lighten this baby up. There we go. All right, there we go. And if you go like this, you can make your land. We'll make my land right here. Let me wipe some of this paint off. And we'll go ahead, grab a little bit more of the white. There we go, maybe a little something like that, nice little pathway. There we go. This brush is not the greatest for blending, so I'm just going to grab I'll use this fan brush, just blend this. There we go, just blend it, just blend it. There we go, so you got some nice little land going on right there. All right, I'm just going to use my small pilot knife, no big. And I'm going to grab a little bit of this titanium, this titanium white, keep banging into stuff because I'm in this nice little tight corner. I'm going to go ahead and just put in a couple of water lines here. Remember when you do, you want to as straight as you possibly can. There we go. Some nice little water lines there. All right, let's go ahead. Use that number 10 palette knife. Mix up some nice dark color here. I'm gonna go ahead and use my. That same dark palette we had earlier and just throw in some of that Sap Green, and I'm gonna throw in some of that Mars Black, and just make a nice dark color here, which is. There we go. Let me clean that knife. And I'm gonna use I think I'll use my number one brush here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just load dog paw style. So just go straight down with it, okay? And then turn the brush. And then we're just gonna go ahead and we'll just put some stuff right here. There we go, just load straight down like I said. No worries, straight down and then turn the brush up and then go ahead and just push in some stuff right here. Get some textures going on. There we go. You know what, let's do the same thing right here. Same thing. Get that texture on there, come in. Just like that, there we go. All right, let me put this down. I'm gonna grab my palette knife. Actually, no, I'll just use a another clean number one brush here. And I'm gonna go ahead and start to highlight this a little bit. So I'm gonna grab some of my yellow here. And I'm gonna go ahead and dip into just a little bit of my medium, and this is probably a little too much, so I'll put some over there. And same thing, just like we did, straight down and turn the brush, and you're going to come in and you're just going to start to highlight and just find your bush, I guess. So that's it, you see, and there's your bush. Okay, and same thing, going to load up and find another bush. Something like so, and there you go. And we can go ahead and change the flavor a little bit. So I'll go into the medium I have, go into that yellow ochre, and then we'll come in. And you can do the same thing. Let me go ahead and get that thinned out slightly more. And then come in. And that's it. And that's how you highlight, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit of green. Might need to, not too bad. And same thing here. There we go. Let's go ahead and get this highlighted as well. Let me thin this out again. And I'll add more green into that. Maybe a touch of that black. There we go. And then same thing as we did over there. And that's it. And let's see. There we go. There we go. So we got a nice little range going on there, okay? All right, we've got a wonderful painting. I really hope you're enjoying this one. I'm gonna go ahead and use the filbert brush and do a couple little last little touches and we'll be on our way, okay? I'm gonna go into the same dark pile we have. Actually, yeah, let me go ahead first and get into my white medium. Here we go. I'm gonna add some of the white medium right into here. And I'm gonna go right into this dark pile. White, medium, and black on the one side. And let's go ahead and make some rocks. All right, so when you do this, you want your light on top and the dark on the bottom. And you're gonna come in and just start to just do these little lines. Let me see if I can get some white. I'm not getting any white on here. There we go. There you go. Stuff like that, okay? And it's just this little side deal like that, okay? And you know what would be cool? Let me go ahead and rub some of this out. Kind of crunch them in. You know what would be cool if maybe we put some rocks in the water. So all you do is just get some color and you just tap and you're gonna get some in there. Let me see if I can lighten it up a little bit. You don't want a lot of paint. You don't, I keep hitting this wall next to me, but you don't want a lot of paint. You just want to, there we go. And it will look like it's under the water when we get done here. And maybe I'll add a little bit of burnt umber. And I'm just touching the canvas, okay? And if you take a clean brush and you come down, there we go. You go straight down, and then across. There we go, a little bit more. It will give you as if it's in under the water. There we go. Let me put this down. I'll go back into that same brush. So we got black on one side, and we're going to do white on the other. There we go. And then we're going to come in and put in some more rocks. There we go. And as these get a little bit closer, they're going to get a little bit bigger. Like so, okay? Like so, okay? And you get all these wonderful looking rocks. Maybe we'll put a couple right out here. Something like so, maybe. Something like that, okay? And I'm just going to take, I'll just use my palette knife. I'm just going to use the small side and some white. And I'm just going to come in, got a little hair, just come in and just put in a little bit of a waterline here. There we go. And just a little bit of white and the small knife. And same thing over here. There we go. There we go. I'm on an angle, so I'm sure this is not straight. Give me 1 second. Let me take a step back a little bit. Excuse me. Let me see if I can straighten out my lines here. And maybe over a little something over here. There we go. Sorry, it's just this angle. I can't really tell if I'm getting my lines are straight or not. There we go. Something like so. And we'll just have to get something out here too. Make it seem like there's some movement going on. There we go. There we go. Something like so. Just to get some kind of movement, some action, something going there. There we go. All right. Let me take this. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to grab my liner brush here. And I'm just going to dip into a little bit of my paint thinner. And I think I'm going to go right into my Sienna, into this mix here. There we go. And let's go ahead and put in some nice little tracks. Let me thin that out slightly. There we go. Just make sure that paint is nice and thin. Nice and thin. And you can go right on over everything. Don't over thin it though. Don't over thin it, otherwise it will run right off your canvas. I'm gonna go into the white now, that paint thinner. Just want a couple of little lighter guys here. All right, and then I'm going to go into my black mixture that we made. It's really nice dark color that we did the trees with. Same thing. Just want some nice little things going here. And a couple over here. There we go. The little things are what make your painting come out, you know. Okay, I'm gonna clean that. Give me 1 second. I want to clean off this filbert brush. I just want to put in one last little bit, and we will be done. There we go. Get that guy nice and cleaned. We go into this mixture right here. Just gonna tap into it. Tap, 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 tap. And just want to get a little bit medium. So a little bit of that medium. All right, and then I just want to tap in a little bit. Just a little bit of stuff here, there. Like so. Maybe right there. A little goober. There we go. And maybe right here as well. There we go. Some nice little goobers. And give me 1 second. I just want to. There we go. Maybe a couple over here. I'm just taking little globs and just coming in and just some extra stuff. Just gives it a little extra detail. Just a little extra detail, maybe. All right, that's good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get that liner brush. I'm gonna go ahead and dip right into that paint thinner. I'm gonna go into my white mixture over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and sign. And just remember, if this paint's thin, it should go right on over everything here. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. If it's not sliding, you need to make sure you got paint and it's thinned out. Sometimes you just don't have enough paint and it won't slide, but there we go. Well, we did it. We completed another beautiful project. Hope you really enjoyed this one and enjoyed doing it. And as always, until next time, I really want to wish you the best. Please take care of yourself. Stay safe. Bye-bye.